All right, this is a follow-up to my previous video as I ran into an issue. But before I get to that, I want to show you the difference here. The turn signal light, I had to put in a old style incandescent light, and you can see the difference here between the LED and the incandescent. It's pretty significant. Definitely worth the upgrade in my opinion. One other thing while I take this apart, or two other things. I mentioned about the electronic flasher that you'll need if you replace your LED lights. Two things will happen when you install that. You will lose your self-canceling turn signals. These bikes have, if you drive a certain distance or a certain time with your turn signal on, it will shut off automatically. You will lose that. There are aftermarket products you can get if you want to regain that. Secondly, previously when your turn signal would burn out, your indicator light would flash quickly to let you know. You will lose that as well. Not too big of an issue, as LED bulbs generally last a long time, but you will have to just physically check your turn signals occasionally, make sure they're actually working. So let me get this small screw out of here. Definitely make sure you don't lose that little screw. Okay, so now you can just pull gently up on this. You may have to feed the speedometer cable up from underneath a little bit if it gets stuck. But generally I found it's not a problem. I'm just gonna reach in here and unscrew this. Now, changing the indicator lights in here, I put the LEDs in, and 3 of the 4 are not the problem, or not a problem, I should say. However, like I mentioned in the previous video, with LED bulbs, the power can only flow through in one direction. So if you put the bulb in, it's not working, you just flip the bulb 180 degrees and you should be fine. All these indicator lights have 2 wires going into them. Power going in one way and ground on the other side, so it's not a problem. The turn signal, however, the 2 wires, when you turn on your left turn signal, power will flow through one wire, and when you turn on your right turn signal, it switches and it comes through the other. So your indicator light will only work in one direction. This here is a turn signal diode wire kit, and this is supposed to fix the problem. So we will install this and see if it works or not. So this is turn signal here. You can see this is actually a new incandescent bulb. They tend to lose brightness over time. That one's brand new, so what you've seen in the beginning, that's as bright as it's going to get, and it still wasn't anywhere near the LED. Oils on your fingers can actually degrade the bulb and it'll burn out faster, so use gloves if you have, or a towel or something, so you're not getting oil on there. Alright, so for this fix, seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to take these 2 wires, some electrical tape off of here. So, I'm going to take your 2 wires here and going to cut them. to strip off these ends. Okay, so plug our harnesses back in, using my test light here as a temporary ground just to test this. And left, we got a light. Let's try the right. We got a light. All right, now, most important part is we got to make sure our turn signals are actually working. Front ones look good. All right, so that's it. So I'm just going to solder and use some heat shrink, make everything permanent here, and good to go. Back to having an LED as my turn signal light. I will put a link in the description for the wire harness I found. I got this one off of Amazon, also available on eBay, several other places. It was one of those things where there wasn't a lot of information on this, so I went through Amazon because I knew it would be easy to return if it did not work. But we have success. All right, thanks for watching.